Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Let me just tell you something. Well, first of all, it's Friday and I never post on Friday, but here's the thing. We're all in a situation, the same situation. I am so bored. You are so bored. Let me give you something extra because I need to do something. I need to do something with my life apart from play Animal Crossing and eat noodles. The second thing today, am I tired? Am I really tired? Yes. Remember I mentioned in a video a little while back about this guy who was screaming out here where I live? Well, he was screaming as well last night in the car park out here, kicking my car. So I was up late and then the police got in contact because I called the police because he was trying to break into other people's cars and kicking their cars. And I called the police and they called me at like, I think it was like 12:30 at night or the morning. You know what I mean? Midnight, 12:30 midnight. And they were like, can you give a statement? I was like, absolutely, he fucking kicked my car. I'll get him in trouble. And they were like, okay, great, we're gonna come around at 7 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, okay, can't argue, you're the police. So I set my alarm for 6:30, got up at 6:30, and there was a text message from the police being like, oh, we don't need a statement anymore. So here I am, my saggy eyes and croaky voice. So anyway, it's fine, that's life. Also as well, I just want to give a huge shout out to Judy D. You guys probably already know her. She does the worst reviewed makeup series where she goes to these makeup artists and these salons that are just beyond, I can't even describe. I did a reaction video to one of her videos recently, and recently I also teamed up with her and we made a video together on her channel where we basically do our makeup and talk about her videos and how they work. Go and check her out. Go and check out that video. Watch her videos. Her editing is hilarious. She's so nice to watch. She's so kind. She's so polite. She's a really nice, genuine person. So go and have a look. It will entertain you for hours. So let's do it. Today I am giving you a reaction video because you guys love them, I love doing them, I love calling people out on their bullshit, and today we are doing the biggest bullshit of all, 5-minute crafts. Now, just before we get into this today, you might be like, who the hell is this tired guy talking about people kicking his car and makeup? Who is he to tell us, you know, what to do? Well, hi, my name is Robert, I'm a professional makeup artist here on YouTube and also in real life, and it is my goal on YouTube to help you become a pro yourself, or just someone who's really good at makeup, you know, throwing around makeup skills, telling all your friends about things they don't care about, like you've heard from me. And that means, in these cases, separating what we see online to actually how realistic that is and how practical some things are in real life and how much sometimes it can just screw you over. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then please consider subscribing to my channel if you like my content. Yeah, let's get into it. We are reacting to 24 top makeup tutorials you have never tried before. I'm sure there's a reason why. Okay, let's do it. Well, that was shit. That looks absolutely terrible. So here's the issue with this. First of all, you absolutely do not have to use a black liner. That's insane. You can use a darker lip pencil. Let me just say it's actually a technique that's actually quite a good technique. However, you do have to have some kind of placement and positioning and some kind of theory behind that makeup. Let me just show you how to do this properly. So I am going to have to use an eye pencil because I don't wear lip products, so I don't have any lip products, and in my own kit, in my YouTube kit, in my professional kit, I have lip products, but I'm not at the moment opening that kit or doing anything with it. It's all kind of nice and tidy and I'm not risking it. So I wouldn't put a lip balm down first because that gives you slip. I would make sure your lips are hydrated in some way before you do this method. Obviously you want your lips to be smooth, but at the same time you don't want a product sliding off your lip. So I'm going to grab a lip pencil that's darker than my lip shade or darker than the lip colour I'm going to use. And then I'm going to grab an artificial hairbrush to help me blend. And the reason I say artificial is because we want it to slip a little bit more. We don't want it to harshly blend so much. So here's how we're going to do this. We're going to darken the two outside corners of our lips What they've done in this one is for some reason they've darkened here, but actually what you're doing, I mean, to me, the top lip looks, I mean, she's doing nothing in the top picture, but to me in the bottom picture, the top lip still looks quite small. So if we deepen these bits, it's going to make these bits look poutier. So right on the outside corner here, I'm going to make a triangle. Like that. And same again on the bottom. Yeah, right into that corner. So now what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to blend this upwards. And I'm going to blend, I'm not going to blend this area, I'm going to blend where the product stops. And then same on the bottom here. So can you see that bottom lip here? This side now looks bigger than this side. And then what we can do is actually lighten the center of the lip. Bit of concealer, whatever. And then we can whack a gloss right on top to blend it all together. Just like that, and that's quite a intense colour situation. Like you can use a darker nude colour or a brown or something like that. I just used like a darker purple because it was all I had. But you can see it just gives more of it. It literally looks like my lips are doing this now. If I was to then shade in this top area, let me do that on the other side. You're literally making that lip smaller. So be strategic with where you place it. I don't get their positioning there. That completely defeats the purpose. I'm going to wipe this off because I hate lip products on me. Okay, let's see what they have next for us. Oh, was that it? Okay, I mentioned this in my last reaction video. Here's what you have to remember when you're using products somewhere else on the face. You need to bear in mind the texture, where it's made for, the ingredients that are in that foundation, concealer, whatever in that product. 5-minute crafts and like these makeup hacks things have these habits of using lip products on the eye. Some of them you can, like some liquid lipsticks you can, some, not all of them. But here's the thing with products that are made for the skin and products that are made for the lip. They have moisture, they contain moisture, they have to help stick to the skin and to give off like a certain effect. If putting moisture under something that is so, what's the word? Unpredictable maybe as mascara. Like you don't know if the mascara is going to last a long time on you unless you get the perfect one. You don't know if it's going to smudge, all this kind of thing. It's quite a gamble because that moisture in the foundation is going to break down the mascara. If you want to prime your eyelids, some people use powder. You can do that. Be careful. I would suggest researching your mascaras a little bit more. Whatever lashes you have, there's a mascara out there that is going to help. I know there's millions of mascara, but there's one out there, you know? I don't actually like priming eyelashes. I think it groups lashes together and makes them look maybe longer, but it makes them look sparser. Like you have 5 eyelashes, you know? What? Okay. You guys know. Yeah, absolutely not. That is, okay, obviously no. First of all, the foundation has a cut crease, no. But also, the edges of a sponge are sponge. They're exactly that. They're not sharp, they're not hard. It's going to give you this really fluffy outline. That's why cut creases are done with brushes or templates that have like a really hard density to them. A sponge like that, I mean that does look terrible, bless them. But you're not going to get the pressure that you need and you're not going to get that definition around the outside. It might be an idea to give you like an idea of where it's going to go, but other than that, you can't be like, boop, boop. It's not a stamp. You want a stamp. Beauty blenders and sponges are made to bounce. So, I mean, cute, whatever. Here's something, I mean, that's an exaggeration. Here's something you have to be mindful of. with an ingredient like glycerin. Glycerin in certain quantities is actually used, if you ever see someone sweating in a film or on TV or in a theatre, whatever, it's a glycerin spray. So it's a certain balance of glycerin. If you use too much, it's actually going to stay on the skin and look like sweat. So you need to be very careful. I wish they'll give measurements there. Not that anyone's going to try this at home. Okay, so here's the thing. I mean, applying a lipstick on top of another product anyway is going to give you more coverage. Here's the thing with lip balm under lipstick that much. You want lipstick to grip to the lip, basically, to stay. If you're putting a barrier in between, it's going to slide off. You can put a barrier in between, but it needs to be like a lip primer. That red, especially red, that's going to feather out like after a few minutes with that lip balm underneath. If you have bad coverage, even a lip pencil on the whole lip, yes, it's slightly drying, but prepare your lip before. Lip balm for 5 minutes, blot away the excess, and then use a lip liner on the whole lip, and then whack the lipstick on top. That's going to give you more coverage. You can buy clear lip liners as well that you can use if you want to use it for every single lip colour you have. Yeah, so no. Absolutely not. That's going to fall off. Again, concealer, moisture, eyelids, oily. It's going to all slide off. Best thing to do, white eye pencil, waterproof white eye pencil, or white liquid liner, and then put whatever colour you want on top. It's going to come out more colourful. If you don't want to buy a colour eyeliner, just get one white and then build your eyeshadows on top of it that way. Not only is red pigmentation in makeup pretty risky anyway, ink from a magazine with a deodorant stick on your eyes. Natural. Here's the thing. I think with Freckles you need to take a little bit of time. You can literally buy freckle paint. There's that brand, Freck, that do it, but also like Stage makeup, you can get freckle palettes. Mascara anyway is fine to use, but it can crumble on the skin. So something a bit more waterproof would be better. An eyebrow pen, for example, like one of those ink pens would be a really good idea. And when it comes to using that technique where you use your finger like this, on your finger and use like that, that's fine, but freckles don't have a symmetrical pattern naturally. So if you want natural freckles, you should be doing it on your finger and then moving your finger around so you don't get that symmetrical pattern. Also, freckles don't just gather here. Put some up here, put some like around the lip, put a little bit, do you know what I mean? And just make sure you're moving that finger around, otherwise you get a repetitive pattern and it starts to look like patterned wallpaper rather than freckles. I know I'm not saying that's better, but they're not wrong with that. If you check out my video I'm going to leave here, I did a video about how to see colour undertone. It's not necessarily about how to find your undertone, but it kind of trains your eye to be able to see undertones and colours. So when you go shopping eventually to find your own colour, and after practicing, you can kind of pick out tones in your own undertone and see what tones you have in your skin. It's basically like a method they teach in makeup schools where you get black and white and you get red, yellow and blue. And you mix all these colours together on your face until you get your exact match. And I do that in the video. So adding red and things like that is actually a good method. That's why you can get those like different colour correcting drops for your foundation. Lipstick on the face, fine sometimes. But yeah, I mean, they're not wrong. Dare I agree with 5-minute crafts ruining everyone's lives. Okay, so here's something about removing makeup. Sorry, no, not removing. Tidying up makeup with makeup remover, micellar water, wipes, things like that. I see people do this a lot with eye makeup. So they'll grab a makeup remover and they'll cut the eye makeup off here, or they'll kind of shape up the eyeshadow there. Here's the thing about that is, once you kind of cut it off here, that makeup remover can sometimes like travel. So it like slowly dissolves the ends here, or the brow, or that bit. So you don't actually, so close up you get this really weird like darker faint line where the product has been wet and dried, and then the colour, and you get this feathery line because the makeup remover has kind of dissolved makeup, because that's what it wants to do, remove your makeup. The best way to remove something like that would be a product that doesn't necessarily want to remove your makeup and doesn't fade into the skin so much. So something like a primer would be really good. A clear primer on a cotton bud, on a little thing or a pad, and just wipe around, because then you can tap the excess into the skin or onto the skin and it's not going to remove your makeup. So I wouldn't go around with wipes or makeup remover. You'll see what I mean if you've ever kind of like it's something I think everyone kind of does as a cheat when they first start doing makeup, and because it gives you a really defined shape, but it actually doesn't look that great close up, and you can really tell when someone's trying to define the makeup with remover. Well, that was 5-minute crafts. What else can you say about them? I don't know what to say about them. I think they have so many subscribers. How many subscribers have they got? They have 65 million subscribers for that content. Now, from reading through the comments, I think a lot of people just go there to have a laugh at what they put on, because, oh my god, it's the worst. It is complete trash. It is the worst I've ever seen. Don't ever do anything from 5-minute crafts. Skincare, makeup, I don't know, what else do they do? Make slime, probably. Oh well, okay. Well, luckily there's people on YouTube that you can actually go to for good advice and genuine advice. And if you want to see things like this, and I guess you have to be really bored or making a video. I don't know. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Let me know what your favourite hack was from this video and which ones you'll be trying at home. Don't try at home. If you've liked this video, then please give it a big thumbs up. It really does help. And consider subscribing. Again, if you liked this video, thank you so much. I will see you on Sunday. Bye.